Unbridled Yoga community. Today's practice is all about that summer fire energy. We will explore finding this heat within the heart space. Fire energy is associated with the season of summer. It's associated with sensations of joy and lightheartedness, this uplifting from within or happiness from within you. And it's associated with 4 different meridians: the heart, the Sanjiao or the triple wormer, your pericardium, and the small intestine. And as we work through these today, it will allow you to hopefully feel that sense of lightness. It releases any feelings of or emotions that might be feeling a little heavy. We might be people pleasing a little too much. And when we say yes to things that we want to say no to, it can create this heaviness within ourselves because we've gone against our own integrity. We've gone against what it is that we really want, and we've gone against our own inner joy. The idea that joy can be found without ourselves is very common in our culture right now. So we want to return to this sense of balance and equilibrium within ourselves that shows how much the joy comes from within our own self and how we create that. So today's practice will concentrate on tempering or finding equilibrium within that fire energy, keeping it from getting a little too hot and spicy, which would be that anxiety and stress would be increased, and keeping the fire from getting dampened and or put out, which would be more of that kind of flirtatious, over-the-top energy where we're trying to light our fire from without. So we're using those around us to bring the flame back to life. And we want to see that energy come from within, so we find this equilibrium and tempered fire element. To start today, you might want 2 blocks, and then I recommend a blanket. So you can use a blanket or a towel, and we'll use this towards the end of practice for a little shoulder opener. So you can set that off to the side for later. To begin, we'll find a comfortable seat. So it can be cross-legged, it can be on the shins, it can be a little deer pose, wherever feels good. The legs can be out in front. And wherever you land, take a moment to arrive. Let the eyes drift closed. And before making big adjustments, just notice. Notice how you've arrived into the space. What sensations are happening within the body, within the breath, and within the mind. As you find where you are and how you've arrived, and take a deep breath in, pull the shoulders to the ears, give them a squeeze. Exhale through the mouth, let them drop. Take another like that. Inhale, squeeze them up tight. Exhale, let them drop. And now, cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow the body to settle. The breath to feel natural, rolling in and out. And allow any of those thoughts, the stories, let them drift away. A little breeze comes to the mind and blows those thoughts away like clouds in the sky. Bringing with it a clear, sunny sky. You can continue to softly breathe here, or if you'd like to join me for an alternate nostril breath, more visualization. We'll slide the backs of the palms to the lap and the palms face the ceiling. Start with both palms open. Take 2 breaths. And gently close the left fist. Inhale, draw the breath from the right palm, up the right arm, into the right nostril. And gently close the right hand, open the left. Exhale, out the left. Feel it travel down the arm and leave the left palm. Inhale, draw in the left palm, up the arm, in the left side of the nose. Gently close the left palm, open the right. Exhale, down the right side, out the right palm. Inhale, pull the air in the right palm, up the right arm, into the nose. Close the right hand, open the left. Exhale, out the left nostril, down the left neck and shoulder, elbow, wrist, and out the hand. Inhale, draw up the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale, down the right. Inhale, up the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale, down the left. Continue with your breath. Inhale the left. Close the left hand, open the right. Exhale, down the right. Inhale, right. Switch the palms. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Switch. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Switch. Exhale, left. Take one more complete round, your own breath. We'll complete the cycle with an exhale out the left. And slide the palms, palm down. Allow the breath to come in and out the right nostril and the left. Notice the sensation not only in the breath and the brain, but in the heart space. Maybe there's a little bit more equilibrium. With the breath naturally coming and going from the body, gently begin to draw infinity signs with the nose. Tilting the nose up to one side and curling it down around through center. Inhale up and around to the other side and down and around. The next time the nose comes through center, reverse. Shifting the nose in the other direction for your infinity symbol. Come through center, pause. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow the face to dip towards the chin, gently blink the gaze open. We'll rock over the knees. Bring the hands to the floor, tabletop. Take your cat and cows with your breath. Feel the core engagement, soft elbows. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, press the floor away, round. Take a couple cat-cow movements with your breath. Noticing core engagement the whole time. Inhale, neutral spine. Give yourself a little bit more room. Palms move out and a little up. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, float the hip knees. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Pedal through the feet, nice and deep. Allowing you to walk your dog out, get a little hip movement. Inhale, find stillness. Exhale, soft knees, heels reach towards the floor. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Toe heel the feet a little wide. Allow the chest to dangle between the bent knees. And draw some figure eights on the floor. And shift the palms to face the ceiling. Inhale, gently roll up as the hands circle each other, pulling the energy from the earth. Rolling up. Keep rolling that energy all the way up. Open the arms into a big Y. Little back bend. Exhale, bring the hands one on top of the other to the heart. And just take your little pause here. Notice. Notice and take a moment to ask yourself what brings you joy. Where do you find the joy within? I'll slide the fingers to the center of the collarbone, down an inch and out an inch. And start to draw figure eights over K27. We normally tap these. But today, finding that balance. The equality between right and left. Active and rest. Fire energy, while it's the most yang, still needs the yin. And we'll shift the figure eights over the upper part of the sternum, drawing figure eights over this upper piece, marrying the yin and the yang. And slide the hands to the side bodies, drawing figure eights with the fingertips on the low ribs. And go both directions here. And brush the hands off. Bring fingertips underneath the eyes to the top of the cheekbones. And gentle taps. Allowing us to ground our fire. We want this smoldering effect. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, H-A-A. Take 2 more breaths like that. In. H-A-A, exhale through the mouth. And again. Release the hands down. You can rest on the tops of the thighs for a moment. And give yourself an opportunity to notice. Toe heel the feet underneath the hips. Inhale, circle sweep the arms. Exhale, hands to heart, tall chair. In your tall chair, concentrate on the ankles bending. We're not worried about the depth of our chair, more about the movement in the ankles in this moment. Inhale, right hand high, left hand low, lengthen the arms and the legs. Suspend the breath at the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Back into your chair. Inhale, other side. Suspend the breath. Exhale, chair. One more each side. Inhale, extended mountain, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach to the arms. Exhale, Celtic weave, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step the feet to the back of the mat, high plank. 2 full breaths. Feel the core completely toned, zipped up. Full breaths. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower the knees. Untuck the toes, full breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, elbows hug the side body, lower all the way down. Inhale, little back bend, find your low cobra. Exhale, fold. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, fold. Hands slide back. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, rock over the knees, hips to heels, child's pose. Arms stay nice and long. Inhale, look forward. Take a pause, feel the spine lengthen as the shoulder blades plug into the back. Exhale, tailbone draws closer to the heel. Inhale to lift. Exhale, tuck the toes, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to meet the hands, forward fold. Pause for that exhale, let the head dangle, shake it out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop the energy from the earth, roll it up the body. Open into your Y, little back bend at the upper back. Exhale, hands to heart, one on top of the other. Nice job, just notice. And we'll slide the hands down to the low abdomen. Inhale, zip up, hands move up midline to the mouth, flip them to the ceiling. Exhale, make your space big. Twice more. Inhale, zipping up. Exhale, expand. And last one. Pinky finger into the navel, pinky finger into the space between the brows. Gently press in and lift up. 3 breaths, in through the nose, out, H-A-A. Release the hands down. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, Celtic weave, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, high plank. 2 breaths. Slow stoke of the fire. Awakening your heart space, your joy. Inhale, rotate forward. Exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Today, weaving the wake up throughout our sun salutations. Noticing how this serves the heat within. Inhale, plant the palms, shift the shoulders high, tuck the toes, exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop that energy from the earth. Feel yourself pulling it up, up, up. Open into your Y, small back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, one on top of the other. Notice. Exhale, softly remove the hands, let them float next to the hips. Roll the shoulders, let them soften down the back. Begin marching in place, same hand to same knee. Begin breathing in through the nose, out the mouth. So you march in place, and now we begin crossing over. Opposite hand, opposite knee as you figure 8 the hands in front of you. Exhaling through the mouth. And if you want to make it a little more interesting, you can do front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front, back, back, and return to just in the front of you. And bring the hands into stillness on top of the thighs. Full breath. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, Celtic weave, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, last sun egg. Pause in your high plank. Deep breaths. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Take 2 open mouth exhales. Inhale, shift the weight forward. tuck the toes. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. And give it a little bounce. Nice and light in the feet and the knees. Come into stillness. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look at the feet. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, hands reach high. Crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach the fingers. Exhale, warrior two. Release the hands down for a minute. Find your middle. What feels good to you here? Stable, supported. Front heel in line with the back heel or arch. And find that middle ground where the shoulders are over the hips. Sweep the arms out. Soften them away from the ears. And pause. Take deep breaths. While the hips here are trying to face the side of the mat, they're also pulling in. So these two hip points feel like they're trying to touch each other. Get this nice engagement in the lower core. Inhale, reach forward. Left hand to the knee or to the inside. Right hand reaches high. Extended side ankle. Create a little traction here, wherever that left hand is with the knee. Pressing knee into hand, hand into knee. Full breaths. Inhale, warrior two. Legs stay the same. Exhale, right hand to the low back, left hand overhead, reverse warrior. Shrug that top shoulder away from the ear. Maybe take the gaze towards the left hand. And can you lengthen the right side body? So we're not collapsing in. Nice and active. Inhale, warrior two. Pause for the exhale. We'll flow it a little. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, extended. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, right hand sweeps forward. Crescent lunge. Take a pause. Full in. Full out with the breath. Inhale, hands reach high, a little backward. Exhale, hands come to frame that front foot. And step the left foot to meet the right, down dog. Take a breath, reset. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look at the toes. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Find your balance on this side. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back hand, heel spins down, warrior two. As you settle in on this side, like you were on the other, taking that time. Sometimes we want to reach forward, reach back. Keeps our heart space a little off kilter. Reaching forward, stress, overwhelm. Holding back, distrust. When we bring our heart right over our hips, we're in the present, we're in equilibrium, or enjoy. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tick-tock the arms, extended side angle on this side. Find your traction, creating an open chest. Getting a little bit of tilt here. The sternum wants to try to reach straight out. For those 80s kids, think Care Bear stare, right? We want that to be shining out. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Still about the heart space. It's still shining out. Maybe the gaze comes up to that top hand. And we'll flow it. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extend. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, extended. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, left arm spins down and forward. Rock onto the back toes, crescent lunge. Take your pause, find that balance. Inhale, fingers reach up and back, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands come to frame that front foot. Step the right foot to the back. Down dog. Full breath in. Let it out the mouth. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, take many, many steps all the way to the top. Exhale, fold there. Hands come to the inside of big toes. Inhale, trace up spleen, following the inseam of the leg in between groin and hip point, up the side bodies to the top of the shoulder. Exhale, down to the side ribs. Give them a little rub. Release the hands down. And shake them out or brush them off each other. Bring both hands outside the right hip. Inhale, pull the hands across to the left hip, across that belt level. Exhale, off the body, back to where you started. Inhale, pull them across. Exhale, off, back to where you started. Inhale, pull them over to the left hip. Exhale, soft knees, wipe the hands down the outside of the left leg and off the pinky. Shake the hands. Inhale, trace up spleen. Hands to the left hip. Inhale, pull it across to the right. Exhale, off the body. Inhale, pull it across. The belt flow, exhale. Working with these radiant circuits. And you get over to the right hip. Exhale, down and off the right leg, off the right pinky toe, shake it out. Inhale, trace up spleen. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, Celtic weave, forward fold. Hands come to the floor, deepen into the knees, lower the hips towards the heels. Finding your low squat. So you can flat feet, you might have a block or a blanket underneath the heels. Find your support wherever you are. And soften. Deep breaths in, out, HAA. One more breath of fire out. And the hands come behind the hips, lower the hips to the floor. Soles of the feet can come together. This isn't so much about the legs and the feet here. It's more about what we're going to do with our hands. So find yourself comfortable here. And if this pose isn't comfortable, then do something else with your legs. From here, we'll take our hand. You can put the palm towards me so you can follow. Bring your pointer finger in between your pinky and your ring finger of the opposite hand. You're gonna follow that webbing through the palm of the hand right towards the wrist crease. And you see this wrist crease, and there's a little bump at the outside of the pad of the palm. We want to be just to the medial side of that. This is the spirit gate. And you can use the pointer finger, the thumb, and you'll massage into this. So there's this little bump and the base of this webbing. You can soften the face and the eyes. Maybe they close. Allow deep breaths to come and go. This point can release a lot of heaviness. We get the energy moving, and then working with the spirit gate allows that heaviness to be swept away, leaving behind joy, contentment, equilibrium in our heart. And then we'll take that thumb or finger that you're working that point with and just run it up the webbing in between the pinky and the ring, and give that webbing a little pinch right there. Pull it off with the fingers. And we'll find it on the other side. Pointer in between ring and pinky. Draw it down between those metatarsals to the wrist crease, just to the medial side of that little bump. And work it with the pointer or your thumb. One of the spots might be tender or more tender than the other. Just giving them both the intention and attention. The intention of feeling joy, feeling free-flowing spirit. And run the thumb from that spot up the webbing between the two fingers. Give it a pinch and shake the hands out. We'll help the legs come together, soles the feet to the floor. We'll find our blanket here. So I have it folded in quarters lengthwise, and then I'm gonna roll it. So it's not a noodle, it's more like a churro. So not as long and skinny as the noodle roll, but not quite the burrito. I bring it right up to my tailbone, soles the feet on the earth, and lower down onto it. The head might hang off the end, or it might be supported. Find that support for the chest to open, arms to the T or cactus. And the legs can stay bent, or you can take them long. Allow the eyes to soften, and find your full breaths here. Allowing yourself to soften and rest. Gently awaken the palms, the fingers, the feet and the toes. Walk the feet in if you took them long. And we'll walk to one side. And slide the blanket out and come back to the spine. Pull the knees into the chest, rock side to side. And slide the hands to the back of the thighs, rock and roll along the spine 2 to 3 times, coming to your comfortable seat. Find that comfortable seat, a prop underneath the hips, and take a moment to notice. We'll take this sipping breath, or a variation of it, to close our practice today. We'll take 7 small sips of air in, 1 long exhale through the mouth. So it'll look like this. And take a breath to settle, full in and full out to prepare. And begin your sipping breath with your own count. 7 quick inhales. 1 long exhale. And gently release the breath, coming back to the natural in and out through the nose. Bring the hands to heart space, one on top of the other, and a slight bow of the face towards the left. Remind yourself, my joy comes from within. My joy comes from within. My joy comes from within. Bring a smile to the lips. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It was a joy to share energy and space with you. Have a beautiful day.